Yes, sir. What's up, guys? Welcome to 24 Music SA. On today's topic, we have top 10 SA hip hop rappers with the most monthly listeners on Spotify. So, before I get into this topic, let me clarify something so that you guys can understand this topic fully. Right? Just because an artist has the most monthly listeners on Spotify doesn't necessarily mean that they are the most streamed. And it'll all make sense with the person who's number one on this list specifically, but I'll make a tangible example too. So Justin Bieber has the most monthly listeners on Spotify. He has about 86 million monthly listeners on Spotify, but we all know he's not the most streamed artist on Spotify. As we all know, Six God Drake is the most streamed artist on Spotify ever, even currently right now, right? But he only has 63 million monthly listeners on Spotify. So you might be asking yourself, how is that possible? How is Drake getting more streams than Justin Bieber when Justin Bieber has 20 million more monthly listeners than him, right? It all ties to how many times your monthly listeners are streaming your music, right? So now that we've got that covered, I have a disclaimer. Please do note that this video is relevant to the date that it was recorded on, which is 17 September 2021. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Do like the video, share your comments, and let's get into the video. Yes, sir. At number 10, we have Mr. Yellow himself, Shane Eagle. Shane Eagle has about 63,921 monthly listeners on Spotify. He dropped a single about a month ago titled Sky Dream, which really didn't make that much noise, but he dropped a single with Youngster CP2 a couple of months ago titled Emo. That one caught on a little bit, but I think Shane Eagle went too long without dropping music, and which is why people are just overlooking his music now. But he clearly still has a solid fan base, which is why he's on the top 10. That's Shane Eagle at number 10. At number 9, we have MT The Hustler with 64,502 monthly listeners. Even after the whole saga with Ambitious, I love the fact that he kept it moving, and he opened his own record label, MT Records, and he dropped the album about a couple of months ago titled Logan, which did quite good. It has about 2.5 million streams on Spotify right now, in the top 3 countries being South Africa, Zambia, and Kenya. MT still has a solid fan base. MT is not going anywhere. He's a hustler by nature, as he always says, which is why he's at number 9. At number 8, we have the boy doing thanks, A-Reese. A-Reese has about 68,439 monthly listeners. Yes, some of you might be surprised he's at number 8, but like I said on my intro, your monthly listeners don't determine how many streams you are getting. If anything, A-Reese is one of the most streamed people on this list. Matter of fact, Spotify released a stat about 2 months ago for the SA artists who are the most streamed by the country's youth, ages 13 to 17, right? Number 1 was Mr. Jazzic, number 2 was Buster 929, number 3 was A-Reese, number 4 was Nasty C. As you can see, A-Reese and Nasty C are the only SA hip hop artists on this list, which also explains why 5 Year Plan went gold and is the only SA hip hop song that is certified by RiSA to go gold this year. And Today's Tragedy, Tomorrow's Memory has about 4 million streams on Spotify only. I don't know about the other stats, but I'll do another video on that real soon. But yeah, that's A-Reese at number 8. At number 7, we have Mr. The Car himself, Questa. Questa has about 76,609 monthly listeners. Even with the whole saga or drama that happened around Rap Life, and Magua and Nota, he still managed to drop a project, which really didn't make that much noise. I think it's because of the whole drama surrounding the release of that project, with the whole Magua not getting his royalties, and Nota and this and that and that and that, it took away from the music, the whole focus was, the whole drama around Rap Life, coming to find out that he didn't even own anything in Rap Life, So, yeah, that's the quest at number 7. At number 6, we have Mr. Ngabi Nation himself, Big Zulu. Big Zulu has about 86,698 monthly listeners. As we all know, man, Malianing was playing everywhere, last year, 2020. Everybody was just even doing a challenge to it, thanks to Duduzane Zuma, and it just, his name just grew drastically from that song, So that's Big Zulu at number 6. At number 5, we have Mr. Keenan Forbes, aka has about 156,508 monthly listeners. Yes, even though Bovamania, didn't get, proper reviews, people were just criticizing it, all that kind of stuff. and it only got like 2.5 million streams on Spotify, which is quite low for AKA. But he came back with a solid project with Costa Titch. That project is amazing. It sounds nice. Costa Titch also got to redeem himself because people were just coming for him last year with the whole cultural appropriation thing, and it was just crazy. But anyways, let me know what's your favorite song on AKA's and Costa Titch collaboration project. Do comment below what's your favorite song. My favorite song is Big Deal, and yeah, we have AKA at number 5. At number 4, we have Some Nyama Big Time Slapper Blackie. Blackie has about 222,556 monthly listeners, which is very impressive since it's very new. Blackie has fucked the shit up ever since Big Time Slapper. He hasn't stopped. This year is really Blackie's year. From Yeah 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 to the Before Now album to the deluxe version. And it's fire, by the way. And it has about 4 million streams on Spotify currently. I don't know about Apple Music, but let me know in the comments if you want me to do an Apple Music version of this. And yeah, that's Blackie at number 4. At number 3, we have Mufasa Casper Nyovest. Casper Nyovest has about 315,534 monthly listeners. Yes, we know Casper got a lot of backlash for jumping to Amapiano this year. But not only that, he started shitting on SA Hip Hop, which was quite low coming from him, because SA Hip Hop is the reason why he's even a millionaire right now, But you can't deny the impact that he's had on the game, He just needs to humble himself a little bit more. But other than that, Amen is on 5 million streams on Spotify right now. And yeah, that's Casper at number 3. At number 2, we have Zuluman with Some Power, Nasty C. Nasty C has about 583,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. Even though Zuluman with Some Power got some mixed reviews, some people liked it, some people didn't like it. It still performed well on Spotify. It has about 15 million streams on Spotify right now. And other than that, I don't know if people notice, but Nasty C is really growing in the States. If you look at the Spotify stats right now, obviously South Africa is number 1. Number 2 is the States, but look at how many people are streaming from the States. It's about 67,000 people streaming from the States, which is quite crazy, because he's from South Africa, so he's really growing that side, steadily but surely he's growing, for sure. Other than that, Nasty C dropped Jack recently and it's fire as fuck. It's really fire, produced by Flame, and yeah, that's Nasty C at number 2. And at number 1, we have Saudi. Saudi has about 1 million monthly listeners on Spotify. I don't know how he got that, but my speculation is that it's because of the feature from Kendrick. Probably the song that he's featured on, if it's getting streamed, it adds on to his monthly listeners. That's my guess. But other than that, if you look at the popular releases, there's a mixed match here. There's some songs, I don't know what language this is, but it's a part of his releases. I don't understand what's going on, but Saudi was like, one of the most promising artists from Ambitious. I don't know what happened to him. He just, he went quiet, and Saudi's really dope. Saudi should be as big as MT, but I don't know what's going on. Maybe he lost, dedication, or he just lost motivation. But yeah, that's it for your top 10 SA hip hop rappers with the most monthly listeners on Spotify. If you enjoyed the video, please like the video, do hit the subscribe button, and do leave a comment, because there's a lot of work that goes into these videos, guys, especially these kind of videos. I have to do a lot of research, I have to edit, I have to do this and that and that and that and that, so please give me more motivation to work on these kind of videos by liking and subscribing and leaving a comment and sharing.